Looks about right. Yeah. What we're supposed to talk about today.
I don't know. We got pretty well everything covered.
Talked about quite a few things, didn't we? You were telling me about some of the businesses down here,
Yeah,
stores and stuff. Who all had stores?
yeah. Well, Miss Mosey, she had a store right by the church here. They sold, just like milk and lunch meat and candy and ice cream. And they had beer there too. They drink beer at usually on Sundays, and they'd have Nickelodeon there that put nickels in there and they'd play, and they'd dance too at the girls, some of the younger girls club.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually, some of them come with their mothers, their parents, they kind of watch, and they dance there. And the young men dance with them. Young men all dressed in suits, dressed pretty nice back in their days.
Coming from church.
Yeah. They all dressed nice. Some of them wore them stiff gaiters, straw hats.
Mhm.
They were nice looking, we call them stiff gaiters.
Hmm.
Yeah, they had the general store there at where we traded. You took a book there, they every time you go to a store, you take a book along, they'd write whatever you got. And you'd have a carbon copy, you'd keep a carbon copy of, they had a big thing there, and they had, but each one of the carbon copies were they're supposed to be alphabetically there.
Mm-hmm. What all did you buy there?
Oh, we used to buy coffee or meat sometimes. We didn't buy, we traded more with Miller's. He was right there close to us. We lived right by the creek here in Miller. He had a store right in that building where that saloon is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were right down the hill just a little bit. It wasn't too far, and we traded there more. And my dad, he paid a bill every week there, and Mr. Miller, he gave him a little sack of candy for us.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty much of a treat, when he paid the bill.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when we'd go to the store there, and Mr. Miller, he'd come up and he'd give us a piece of candy. A lot of times we'd slow down, after we buy some, see if he's coming. We could get a piece of candy,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas candy. A lot of times you get a big piece of Christmas candy,
Hard candy or
Yeah.
chocolate or what?
Just hard candy.
Hard candy.
Suckers and different kind of hard candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At Christmas time, they had the peanut brittle, and they had a lot of other Christmas candy. They'd give us a piece like that. And they had crackers in a big barrel. They were big crackers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in a barrel. and bananas, whole stalk of bananas in there, and he had lunch meat there, big old lunch, mince ham, and he cut off whatever we want. And the men who chewed there, they had a chewed come in a big square like that.
Yeah.
And some of them said, give me a pound of horseshoe. They chewed it back. A lot of them chewed it back.
Mm-hmm.
That spittoon too right in there. And plink, boy, hit that spittoon there. Sometimes they miss and boy, it splattered.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they had to cut the tobacco with a knife, or?
They had a, you put it in there.
Oh, just like a cutter?
Yeah, and you put it, clamp down on it and it cuts, yeah.
Mm.
He, the storekeeper knew about how much to cut there, and then, well, if you got a little more, well, you charge it just a little bit more or whatever.
Did your dad chew tobacco
And he smoked,
or smoke?
but very little.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did buy a little stack of tobacco, about a nickel it cost. That lasted him all week, and very little he smoked, yeah. Yeah, he didn't
Smoke a
work-
pipe or
just-
roll a cigarette?
He'd roll his cigarettes, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't smoke very much, very little bit, yeah. And he made about, I remember a check about $18 a week, 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
About $3, and maybe a little 3 something, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you could live pretty good on that?
oh yeah, and save a little money too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people, some families didn't have to, you know, parents didn't work, well, that's hard up, pretty hard up back in them days,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, when our dad was living, he'd get a lot of ties from, they'd give the men, they'd take a lot of them ties out of the quarry there. They lay the ties and put tracks on them, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they keep them going wherever they got the rock, you know, their blast and things. And the old ties, well, they pile them up and give them to the men, you know. My dad used to get maybe several wagon loads. They'd haul them down with in a wagon. He'd hire one of the men, you know, that drive for the cement plant, drove wagon, horse
Yeah.
and wagon,
Mhm.
teamster there. And then in the evening they'd load up the loads and bring it down. He'd get several loads. And he had a buzz saw. It was this, it run, he had an old pickup Ford truck
Mm-hmm.
and had a belt from the buzz saw to the wheel on that truck, you know.
Yeah.
That's what kept it running.
So you take the wheel off and put the belt on it, or just put it on the wheel
Just put it
itself?
right on the tire, yeah. And he'd smear a lot of tar on that so that it wouldn't slip off that
Okay.
tire that way.
Hmm.
And my mother, she'd hand the ties. That was a hard job for her. And he'd put them on that platform, this platform, that saw platform. He'd shove them in there. He'd keep shoving.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd,
So cut them up for firewood. Huh?
Yeah. We'd pile them up. We had a shed there, pile them up, and we have pile them up for wood for all winter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Put them in the shed, or?
yeah, just stack it up in the shed, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd stack the wood up.
That keeps the rain off of them.
Several
and stuff.
rows, you know, we'd had. And,
Imagine those would burn pretty hot.
yeah. And that's my job was to bring that wood in wintertime, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a whole bunch and put it behind the stove at ties, you know.
Yeah.
And I had to split up a lot of it for the cook stove. I had to split it up in smaller
Mm-hmm.
pieces, you know, for the cook stove.
Do you do that out by the shed, or?
Yeah, by the shed there. And I had a block set up pretty high there, a wooden block. I
Mm-hmm.
split them up on, put that block of wood on there and cut it with
With an axe, or?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we had just single bed ikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I had to split quite a bit, like for Saturday. If you won't let me, no splitting at night. Sunday, no
Mhm.
work and no. I
Yeah.
had to split that for Saturday and Sunday
I
till
see.
Monday.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'd be a holy day come on Monday, and I'd split up for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday too.
Yeah.
You tell me, Monday's holy day, got split up for that. He'd give me a dime a week.
Uh-huh.
Well, I
Oh,
thought
that's
that's
good.
pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I had when the holy day like that, but just Saturday and Sunday, I get a nickel that way.
Mm.
A lot of times, that store was there pretty close across the creek from where we lived there, the Moses store by the church there. And some of them, I see them children eating ice cream. I don't remember a time or two, I'd get a nickel and run up our store, and I'd look at that 5 cents. And I'd be on the right there on at the store right there. So
Mhm.
you walk up the steps on it, ready to go in. And I'd come back home, put it back. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I saved up a little bit that way to buy me something like that. Some kind of toy. I bought an old accordion one time. They didn't play too good. I traded off for another boy.
Yeah.
It didn't cost about 60 cents,
Mhm.
just a little accordion.
Now, who had that for sale?
That,
Where'd you buy that?
well, I sent off a Sears. That thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sears and Montgomery Ward catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad used to order quite a bit of stuff out of catalogs that way.
Yeah.
And that,
But the Sears accordion didn't work too good, huh?
no, it was just a cheap little thing,
Right.
It worked all right, but it just didn't have a tone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You said your dad played the accordion, though.
Yeah,
didn't
he played. Yeah, he had it on the button types.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played.
Did he bring that from Poland, or
Yeah.
get it over here?
No, he bought it here.
Did he?
It cost. You could buy one for $5.
Oh, yeah.
That day, yeah. New accordion, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound pretty good if you could play one like that.
Mm-hmm.
He played the polkas, fast ones, and Mom liked to dance,
Yeah.
She really liked to dance, and we got a phonograph too. A lot of people had phonographs. They didn't have no radios yet then,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd buy records at the dime store. You can get them for about $1 or maybe less, different kind of songs. And my dad, he had a lot of Polish songs too.
Yeah.
And he had them military marches. That's what we like to hear,
Mhm.
military marches.
I like march, a rousing march. That's
Yeah.
kind of neat for classical music.
Yeah.
Now, you said there was people down here that you could hire to take you
Yeah.
into town or whatever? Or?
Yeah, the Kitsox, they had a horse and a buggy, I think golf course, but they didn't hire. Then there's another man had a horse and buggy. McCullough, yeah, he had a horse and buggy, and he hired out too. They'd take you down and get your parents, when they, like my mother, they'd take her to town, buy the groceries and wait on her and
Mm-hmm.
bring her back.
That's kind of the taxis of the time there, huh?
Yeah, taxes, they didn't have them, they didn't, it cost quite a bit for wood,
Right. You said your dad had a truck, though, huh? So did y'all take that to town ever? Or?
No, he didn't have it too long, and he's learned how to drive it, There's a man that's helping him, he's sitting in the seat by him, learning how to drive it. And when he crossed this concrete bridge, he had to turn left on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another car coming from this other way. And my dad, instead of putting on a brake or slowing down, like, he stepped on the accelerator and hit that truck. I mean, hit that car.
Yeah.
It cost him $12. I got him dead, and then a defender or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all. No more driving after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
quit.
decided that wasn't for him, huh?
Yeah, he didn't try to drive no more.
Did he just sell the truck or just keep it?
He
Run the
kept it.
summer.
I think he just run that bus all about. That's what he just used it. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Was that in Hannibal or was that out here?
Yeah, it was right there.
Right there at the-
over the other house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when we lived at the other house, we had 2 rooms and a kitchen. And we had,
Was it about the same size as this house, or?
oh, the 2 rooms, they were about the size of these 2 rooms back there.
Yeah.
A small kitchen too there. It wasn't too big. And we had my dad, he took when he had to take his lunch. We had to buy the meat in the evening, and Mom would have to fry it in the evening. We didn't have no refrigerator or anything because
Right.
it spoiled maybe by morning.
Yeah.
And just kind of make sandwiches like what I'd go to the store and they'd buy 2 pieces of pork chops. That'd be for his lunch, and a cake. That was his lunch. And he'd take coffee too. He had a bucket. Yeah, a lot of men had them buckets. They were 2-piece bucket. There's a bottom part, it held about a half a gallon. And the upper part, you put your sandwiches and your cake. And you put your coffee in the bottom part. You could take a quart of coffee or a half a gallon, you know. You had to take quite a bit of coffee and eating your lunch that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd have to take our lunch up to our dad. He'd have to work over. We'd go up, Grandma's Sophie, yes. Both of us go up by the kill building, boy, see them kills running around, boy, kind of scary, like, you know. Yeah, we had
Big equipment in there, huh?
Yeah. Horses hauled all their parts for the repairmen,
Yeah.
horse and wagons. You say when they go underneath them kills, them horses would squat down, keep them getting burnt, But they made it through all right. They kind of squat down. They say them older men used to say they see them that way, when that heat from them kills.
Yeah, those things get hot, that's for sure.
Yeah. And they had a lot of 1-horse cart, like dump carts, wagon, They haul stuff around the cement plant, and the older men said they used to go around shovels and scoop off the layer on, like cement, come down on the ground and then collect it up in a layer and scoop that off and then reburn it and make it for cement. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Try to keep that way you don't lose any, huh?
Yeah. They had whistles blowed, they blowed in the morning when they go to work, and they blowed at noon when it's time for dinner, then they blow when it's time to go back to work. And they had,
So everybody took their lunch at the same time?
yeah. And they had a train run from Hannibal to the cement plant to bring the workers in, They'd bring the workers in, day workers at about 7:30, and they'd take the night workers got off about 7. They worked 7 to 11, 11 to 7, like that. They didn't work like we were, They worked, how do I work? Like bird shift worker worked 11 to 7, 7 to 11, 7 to 3, and 3 to 11. No, that's right. 7 to 3, 3 to 11, and 11 to 7.
Okay, so they were burning 24 hours a day then.
Yeah.
Did your dad work days in mostly?
Yeah,
Or?
days. He worked in the kiln.
Yeah.
He was helping the kill liner. He had a kill liner in there, and he'd be way back in the kiln, and they had packs that strap on your back there. Then another man, he'd put a rack of brick he'd put a whole bunch of brick on that rack there. And my dad, he'd have to crawl up in that kiln back in there where the kill liner was, and hit the kill liner, he'd unload that brick, and he'd come back and just keep, going back and
Just
forth.
helping to re-brick the thing.
Yeah. And a lot of times, he'd have to work over it. They'd call him out, he'd go to bed, it wouldn't be an hour, someone, he'd heard the watchman come, "Tony, get up." He said, "Kiln down." And boy, my dad, he'd get mad sometimes, be on Sunday, just get in bed, and we wouldn't see him till next day. One time, get off from work in the evening, he'd be there all night and all day.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'd have to work 2 days before they, come home.
Yeah.
They worked them long hours.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they didn't have no unions or anything.
Yeah. They just want you to work as long as they need you.
Yeah. Some of them just couldn't make it. Some of them sleep on the job because they couldn't hardly stand it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, when you take lunch up there to him, would you sit and eat with him?
No, I would come.
Just drop it off? And,
Well, I would wait till Dad get done eating. We'd bring the bucket back. Or
Mhm.
sometimes we just leave it there.
Yeah.
They had a watchman there. We wouldn't have to go all the way up there to watch. Our dad, they had a watchman. He had a little small building, and he kept we put the Dad's lunch bucket in there, and my dad come down there, and the watchman would give him his lunch bucket there, and they had a boarding house there too, two-story boarding house. If somebody, didn't have no home or anything, and they could board there. And they had a cook there. They cooked, and whenever a lot of times whenever they stuck over, worked them overtime, they'd cook our lunches. They'd cook our lunches, and there'd be a watchman. He'd get them and give each man his lunch. To stick over.
Mm-hmm.
And they
So
had
they
that.
tried to take care of him a little bit,
Yeah.
but they just wanted him to work all the time.
Yeah, they had worked them quite a bit a lot of times, overtime like that.
Now, by the time you went to work for them, did they have unions then? Or?
Oh yeah, we just get started.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
First, I think we got 2.5 cents. First raise we got 2.5, then 3. Pretty slow. Yeah. Then we had a strike too at one time, and we were down quite a while with that strike. We got a little extra money there. I don't know how much it was there, but they got us pretty good even. They
Probably mostly from safety and how many hours you had to work and that kind of stuff first.
no, they part of it that way, but mostly for the wages, the wages, that's what we was striking mostly, and we wanted more wages at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And some other stuff for like insurance and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We were connected up with international, U.S. Steel. We were U.S. Steel then.
Now, your dad, he worked for Atlas?
Yeah, that was Portland. I think they had the biggest cement, they done more, big cement plants in the world, at that one time, yeah. This was one of the biggest here, the Atlas Board and Cement Company. And they shipped it, it's a special cement they made, I think they put iron ore in it, and they shipped it to the Panama Canal. And this company, they built it, their cement went in building that Panama Canal there. Yeah. One time they burned oil. They had a great big tank. They had a lot of oil in there. They didn't use that maybe a couple of years or so. That oil didn't get hot enough, heat to kill hot enough.
Okay.
And boy, a lot of oil up in there yet,
What'd they do with that?
I don't know. I think they had a leak one time. A lot of it leaked out around there, right around the tanker. And finally they sold that for iron. They scrapped it.
Yep. That sounds like the cement plant.
Yeah.
Build something big, use it for a while, decide it doesn't work too good, sell it for scrap.
Yeah.
They must make quite a bit of money off of cement
Yeah.
to be able to buy all that heavy stuff.
Yeah.
We just got a couple more minutes. So what all kind of goods did you all buy? Just flour and coffee and sugar, and
Yeah.
how about dry goods, cloth and that kind of stuff?
Most on that we buy to go to Hannibal buy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. My dad buy the shoes and overalls at the Hannibal. Yeah. He'd
What store did they have there, do you remember?
J.C. Penney's usually.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a lot of. Well, there's another store. There's a Jew that had that store. And I remember my father. I had a pair of dress pants, and he bought me a dress coat part on it. Just go with them dress pants,
Mm-hmm.
kind of fix me up an outfit. And he talked in Polish, that Jew. My father, he talked with him, So they got along pretty good on it.
Couple of poles, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we got J.C. Penney's later on, when after our dad was gone, we buy a lot of stuff. The overalls, you get a good pair for 89 cents, and for shirts 69, 79 cents, and blue denim shirts.
Yeah.
Boy, and that pair of dress shoes, $2. Pair of work shoes, $2, and you can get a pair of. There's another store that had a Wolverine work shoe. It was really good leather. It was they're $3 a pair. Yeah, Wolverine leather. Well, that's the best, about the best shoe there is. A Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for wearing part, it's soft leather and real good. Yeah, J.C. Penney's and Gamble's. Gamble's had a lot of different kind of things, like Walmart, all different ones you can buy. They had. We bought outboard motors there,
Oh yeah.
and I think I bought a. I plowed corn with it, that little outfit that had it.
Oh yeah. Little single.
Cultivate corn with it. Had
Cultivator.
shovels on it, yeah. Had a motor on it. I didn't get too much use out of the motor. It wasn't too good.
Hmm.
My brother said, you bought some that didn't work.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't be the first time, huh?
No.
They sold
Yeah.
something
They
that didn't
had
work quite so
A
good.
lot of stuff though. You buy in Western Auto, they had them.